Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. Tis the hamster live again from St. Louis. Our clocks went back. So what time is it? It should be 9:35, but it's 8:35 because, the government just can't let go of this daylight savings time shit. Now I believe Arizona is on Mountain Time. And in the rest of the year, they're on Pacific time. It's just Arizona, they don't change. They don't change the clock because what the hell they need more daylight for in Arizona? Mr. Hemi Four Speed, good morning. How are you, sir? What's going on with you? Everything good? All right. So I was laying in bed this morning, actually, like 10 minutes ago. Hey, hamster, shouldn't you have some coffee? Yeah. Probably. Chrome Dome Omega, hello. Hello. Chaos for you is here too. Hey, good to see you. Thank you for coming by. I've been seeing some of your live streams too, by the way. Chaos, so not a big gamer, but I watch. You got to support your friends, Anyway, so I'm watching my phone in bed. And came across some bullshit from Now This News. Now, of course, I know maybe for some of you guys overseas in Europe or Australia, wherever you happen to be, this isn't really too interesting. I know it's our elections in the United States. Okay, yeah. It's kind of like, well, let's talk about the council in Liverpool. I get it. It's not the most exciting thing, but fortunately or unfortunately, the rest of the world, in the West anyway, tends to follow what the U.S. does. We're kind of the big dog, or we were anyway, for a while. But it's kind of a guidepost or whatever. It used to be said that California, whatever California did, the rest of the country would probably do in like 5 years or something like that. So it's very similar. And thank God in heaven, we have not followed the lead of California. Feral Ravage is here. Feral Ravage. Ooh, I like he. How are you this morning? Good to see you. Iridium Kush is here. He's probably getting baked up already. Yeah. Hey, Iridium, why not, man? Why not? Toke it up, bro. Yeah, I've got a beer here. It's all right. I found a different beer. I went to the store down the street here, different one I usually go to, and this is a Missouri beer, Mother's Brewing Company in Springfield, Mo, which is just out west somewhere, y'all. Sometime I'll have to tell you about how much all they have out there. But this is called Little Helper for, Mama's Little Helper, that kind of thing. It's all right. It's a little bit too malty for me, but I'll take it. Iridium Kush, how did you know, hamster? I took a guess. It was a shot in the dark. I know. Unofficial politics. Good morning. Canuckistan is about 6 months behind the U.S. Yeah. Unfortunate. Well, in some ways, Canada is even more far gone than the U.S. But hey, we'll eventually catch up. Yep. Wake and bake, sir. Yes, that's right. Okay. So let's jump into this bullshit from Now This News. Greg Abbott, of course, is Hitler. We know that. Greg Abbott is the governor of Tejas, Texas. Now, I lived in Texas for a short while, maybe a year or so. And I did get to vote for Greg Abbott for governor. And that was like, God, 10 years ago? I mean, what are the terms in Texas for governor? But it was, I remember it distinctly. It was Jeff Ward on the radio station, who he's not there anymore, unfortunately. And it was Greg Abbott and Ken Paxton running for governor. So anyway, whatever year that was, 10 years ago or something. So I voted for Greg Abbott. And now, of course, he's running for re-election again. What would this be, his third term? Like 12 years? Maybe 8 years? 8 years? 22-14. Yeah, okay. So this would be his third term, 4-year term, I guess. And, well, of course, they can't have that because he's evil. And he's an evil white man and all that shit. And so they're pulling out the abortion guns, of course. Easter Sunday. Well, I didn't say it. You did. Unofficial politics. Canada is a leftist hellhole. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know why the Canadians allow this shit to happen. I suppose it's Toronto and Quebec and BC and all, or Victoria. What is the big city in British Columbia? Victoria or Seattle? What's the difference? Okay. So anyway, so they're pulling out the big guns here, of course, because the Democrats really have nothing left. They have nothing left. I mean, all this abortion thing didn't work. Let's talk about that. No. Stick with the abortion because these evil people in Texas, Greg Abbott, he's a Nazi. Yeah, well. So now this news, which is not news, it's propaganda. I think I don't have to explain that too much, right? They put out a hit piece, 3 days before the election about Greg Abbott being such an evil bastard.
With our lines of business. That's how we built Early Paycheck, a tool to optimize payroll transaction flow and expedite direct deposits, getting customers their paychecks up to 2 days.
The scenario coming up. I think there are very, very few people in the United States or even in the world, anyone who is a human with some kind of empathy, sympathy, to feel for people, would say, yeah, this is a good use of the option of abortion. Let's go.
Sooner. That's technology, Capital One.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they used to be in my wallet until they sold themselves to some other company. Okay. Mothers Against Greg Abbott releases powerful abortion rights ad. Okay, this was back in June, but they're resurrecting it again just in time for the election. Okay. A new political ad calls out Texas Governor Greg Abbott for the state's extremely restrictive anti-abortion law. Okay, here's the deal. Let me help you with your civics lesson. Just here a little bit in the United States. It's not the governor that makes the laws. The legislature makes the laws, and the governor can sign or not sign it. Right? He can not sign. I don't know if they have a pocket veto in Texas. Texas is a little different because they were their own country in Texas for a while. So not exactly sure what the laws are, but in general, the legislature makes the law, passes it with the legislature, sends it to the governor, who then can sign it or not, or veto it or whatever. And who elects the people going to the legislature in Austin, Texas? Who would that be? That'd be the people of Texas, wouldn't it? Yeah. It'd be democracy, wouldn't it? Yeah. See? Now, we've got the president out there screaming and crying like a bitch. Oh, my God, democracy's over. Yeah. But when we have a democratic system in Texas, people elected people in the legislature, and they pass this abortion law, one can only assume that the people of Texas elected the people that they thought were going to do what they wanted them to do. Right? So they elected these people, and they passed this restrictive law, and it helped with the Roe thing. So here's the bottom line. Not just Governor Greg Abbott from Texas is on the ballot next Tuesday. Most of the legislature, dog catcher, county commissioner, school board member, all kinds of shit on the ballot on Tuesday. And so here's the way democracy works. I mean, we hear it all the time from Joe Biden, don't we? Democracy, it's a threat. We got to have more democracy. Give me some more fucking democracy, damn it. Okay. Well, here's the way it's going to work in Texas. If the people of Texas this coming Tuesday decide they're not happy with whatever abortion law they have, they can elect different people to the legislature, or elect a different governor, or elect the different county dog catcher. And then those people can go and do what they believe that the people want. So if the people of Texas don't like this 6-week thing, I think it's a little restrictive myself, but hey, I don't live in Texas. If that's what Texas wants, that's what Texas can have. That's what the overturning of Roe did. You can decide for yourself, states. I know. Given people the right to vote on this particular topic, that seems to be a textbook example of democracy. But see, they don't like democracy that doesn't agree with them. I think I don't think I have to sharpen the point anymore, do I? So anyway, last year, a year and a half, whatever, Texas passed this law, and Governor Abbott signed it that apparently restricts abortion to 6 weeks, heartbeat, and there's no exceptions for the R word or the I word, right? Now, I'm not sure about the health of the mother. Let's just assume that is, people in the governor of Texas would rather have women die, of course, than be able to get an abortion, right? That's just, he's evil, isn't he, Barb? Anywho, let's go on. Abbott signed one of the America's most restrictive abortion laws. Yes, he did. Bans procedure after 6 weeks with no exceptions for the R or the I word. Now, is the health of the mother word in there somewhere? You may have noticed that they didn't mention that in this propaganda piece. Now, I wonder why that is. Now, we don't have to beat the dead horse, do we? No, we don't. Hold on here a second. I have to clear my throat. We don't have to beat the dead horse here, right? No. So we're not going to beat the dead horse because I forgot what I was going to say. So let's continue. I guess I cleared my brain at the same time. All right. So basically, I know for you guys overseas and other people in the United States, you've probably not been following this. What they did was they said not the state, but the people, if they find some woman that had an abortion, I guess, or whatever, they can report that to the state and then, or whatever, and get a lawsuit. It's complicated. It's really silly, but they crafted the law to make it so that the state does not get involved in prosecuting people that give abortions. It's the people of the state of Texas. They would have to file a lawsuit or whatever, right? Okay. So let's talk about the gist of this ad. Now, you saw in the beginning of the ad already. Well, there's no R or no I exception, 6 weeks or so. Did they mention the health of the mother in the ad previously? They did not. Why? Why? Well, because most people, again, if you're human, you're going to hear this story and you're going to say, yeah, I get it. I don't like this whole idea, but I mean, let's listen.
Thank you for your patience.
Yeah.
There's no easy way to say this, but your baby has a catastrophic brain abnormality.
Okay, so brain didn't develop, right? I'm not sure what it's called. Water on the brain or something. Not a good situation for anyone. Sad situation for this woman, or for women in this situation. Obviously, she's an actress and he's an actor. Sad. Very sad. And so what are they trying to do with this advertisement? Well, of course, get emotional, pull the heartstrings, obviously. And they want the uninformed to believe that in Texas, because of Greg Abbott, this woman who's going to basically give birth to a child that's going to die, she doesn't have the option to get an abortion. Sad.
What does that mean?
It means that parts of her brain didn't form.
Now, what about the 99%? The 99% of all the other abortions that are strictly for convenience. Let's not talk about that. Let's go to the wings. Let's go to the hundreds of women per year in the United States that have this problem. That's one way to avoid actually talking about the issue, isn't it? Let's talk about these wing cases. Let's talk about the R's and the I's and the child that's going to be dead when they come out of the chute. What about the 99% of the other abortions that are strictly for fun? I didn't want to take precautions. No man can control my body. Well, you apparently can't, because you would have taken, oh no, you're evil, you're a Nazi, you're a misogynist bastard. I think you got my point.
Your daughter, if she is to survive, will live only a matter of hours after birth.
And again, who would not have sympathy in this case? The kid was malformed in the womb, in the uterus. It's not going to live. You don't want the kid to suffer, right? Or the mother's health is going to be in danger. She could die. Who doesn't have sympathy for this? Who doesn't understand that in a situation like this, abortion should be absolutely legal? Absolutely, without question. Who disagrees? Well, there are some people that would say, well, it's God's will. Okay, fine. All right, whatever. Have your belief. You're a minority. See, democracy doesn't work that way. You're the minority. See? See what we're saying here? I think so. Who would disagree that this woman should have that option? If the child is going to die anyway, the child is malformed, doesn't have a brain, no one's going to disagree. And I'm certain in Texas, you can get an abortion in this situation. But let's not talk about that. Let's just say Governor Greg Abbott is evil.
During that time, she will experience a multitude of seizures.
And he's a disableist, by the way.
Ultimately aspirate on her own bodily fluids. She will suffer.
Yep.
A decision will need to be made on termination.
Yeah. As it should be in a situation such as this. Of course, the obvious thing is here. This is allegedly the father. He doesn't have anything to say about it, by the way. She could terminate. She could not terminate. She could do whatever the fuck she wants. He has no say in the matter. Yeah. Isn't that nice?
I wish I could tell you what to do.
Mm-hmm.
But there's only one person who can make this choice.
We know who that is, right? It's Ken Paxton, the Attorney General of Texas. Right.
How much time do I have?
And that person is Greg.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Greg?
Who the is Greg?
The governor. We're fighting for Texas families because mothers against Greg Abbott. Well, there's a lot to be said about that as well. Mothers, meaning you've had a child, huh? See, they got to get them early. The communists, they got to get them early, right? You go, girl. You be a boss girl. You go out there and do the worst things that men you perceive men do. That'll make you free. It'll be great. Feminism, rah, 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 rah. Who disagrees? Who disagrees with a woman in this situation who's got a child with no brain, is going to die? Who disagrees that she should not be able to get an abortion? Who says she shouldn't? No one. Not even the state of Texas. Not in any state in the United States of America. This is bullshit. It's lie. It's a big, fat, fucking lie. But doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You got these young little 20-something brain-dead humans known as females. Otherwise, well, I don't want to misgender them. let's just call them the human part of the part of the species that can reproduce with their wombs and shit. Got to get them young. Oh, it's you go, girl. Yeah, Chad's out there. And if you get pregnant, fucking hey, man, just get an abortion, no problem. It's for convenience. 99% of abortion is for convenience. It's not for the health of the mother. It's not rape. It's not incest. It's not some other weird shit. It's because the women don't want that baby getting in the way of their career. That's what it is. 99%. The facts are out on the internet. Look them up. Even Guttmacher Institute. They're pro-abortion, but they do a really good job with statistics and reality. 99% of abortion is for convenience. But we never talk about that, do we? No, we go to a corner case, don't we? Which most people will agree the woman should have the option. And there's a bunch of other bullshit. You get it. I think I've made my point. There's another one here from the British Broadcasting Company. Now, what just happened over in the United Kingdom? What just happened last year, a couple of years ago? What was that? Well, some people would say it's democracy, isn't it? Ireland decided. What? Come on. I'm trying to talk here. Don't circle in my face. There you go. P.F. Chang's. There. Yeah, go to Chang's. Get some food. Yeah. All right. Oh, where is it? Oh, it's here somewhere. I know that. All right. Stop. I'm trying to read the comments. Mohamed El Sayed is here from Egypt. Good morning, good evening, Mohamed. And praise be upon you as well. Or blessings, whatever. Hey, Mohammed loves you, man. So you're good. You're good. John Smith is here. Hello. Chaos for you, Easter Sunday. Everyone is in the building. Unofficial politics. They had a child with 10 abortions. Yo. It's probably true. Now, what is it we're supposed to think about women? Strong and powerful. You go, girl. Well, the vast majority of women and men in the United States and around the world practice the safety, sexy stuff, right? There's only about 800,000 abortions in the United States every year. So there's this stubborn 1 million women who don't get the fucking message. They still want to run around and rut like fucking horny deer, and they don't want to take birth control. What can you do about that? I don't know. Give it to them for free. Anyway, let's go back to this thing here. Hold on. I mean, the Democrats really believed this was their ticket to winning the election in the United States. Think about that for a minute. Majority of Americans in the United States, 70-some%, believe abortion should be an option in the first 12 weeks. Okay? After that, no, not really. In other words, make your fucking mind up. 6 weeks seems a little bit on the razor thin side of things. I would agree totally. They were trying to make a point with their law in Texas, Iowa, other places. So now Roe is gone. So the people in these states, Texas, Iowa, wherever it is, Missouri, they can vote in the people who will make the laws that they want in their state. I do not see this as a problem. But the Democrats do. They were resting their entire campaign on suspension. Yeah, those women, we're going to get those women fired up. Yeah. A lot of women in this country don't agree with abortion. They're pro-life. Some Democratic women are pro-life. A lot of men are pro-life. A lot of men and women are pro-abortion. Okay. Then cast the vote in your state to do the law that you want. God almighty, I'm tired of talking about this shit already. Oh my God, it's the end of the world as we know it. No, it's not. But go on. Skip ad. Here we go. Let's hear this bullshit. Anyway, so in Ireland, a couple of years ago, they had a vote where they put the issue to a vote. And the people of Ireland decided that they wanted to have abortion. Lauded. Perfect. Beautiful. Women's rights, all that shit. But the same goddamn thing in the United States, where people can vote if they want it or not. They can put restrictions on it. No. That's evil. Why is it lauded in Ireland and denigrated here? I thought you liked democracy. All right, let's hear from the hose here.
The reason why I care about having access to abortion is because if somebody else is deciding if and when I have children, it takes a lot of control of my life out of my hands.
Absolutely not. No, dear. That is incorrect. The control is in your hands. What you really mean to say is you want to go out and fuck a lot of different dudes, and you don't want to have consequences for your decision. You decide who sticks his dick in. You do. It's your control. Don't give me this fucking nonsense after you're knocked up. Why not take control before? And again, I'm not putting down women at all. Most women in this country, they get it. They understand. They take the pills. They got the condoms. They got the whatever the hell, the sponges and all that. So I'm not putting down women here. What I'm saying is there's a very, very, very slim subset of women who just don't fucking understand or don't want to understand. Now, I know, you're a man. Well, what would you? Well, okay. Okay. If I can only imagine what I would do. You know, if I were a chick, what would I do? Well, from my standpoint, being a man, I would take every fucking precaution possible to not get pregnant. That's what I would do. Now, I'm not a girl. I'm not a woman. So I don't know what the thing is. Just, oh my God.
An abortion procedure intentionally kills the life of a preborn human. That should never be our answer to any situation, is let's just kill somebody.
Especially when it's so easily preventable. Easily. But what about those corner cases? Talk about the 99%. Tired about talking about corner cases. These are real things. Women get raped. There's incest. There's all kinds of crazy shit. It's a corner case, and we got to think about what we're going to do in those cases. Clearly. We don't want women, carrying their father's child or whatever, right? It's fucking weird shit. Or a woman who's walking down the street and gets raped, gets pregnant. I mean, that's a tough one. The tough ones we can talk about. The easy ones, the 99% of abortion, that one is pretty fucking simple. It's irresponsibility. You don't want to take the time to fucking take care of your own shit. Why do you think people get crazy and you yell and shit at this stuff? Take care of your shit. It's that simple. Take care of your stuff. And there's a lot of evidence to support, by the way, This has been the goal of the fembots, is to take away any responsibility or accountability for the women. I know. All right, half ginger, go.
I do not agree with the statement that abortion is murder. The reality is
Of course you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't have an abortion, right? See? You see the games that have been played?
that abortion is an essential form of maternal health care.
Uh-huh. Again, here we go. We got a brainwashed little girl here. Literally a little girl. She's what, 17, 18? This is where they go to find their adherents. New members of the cult. Right here.
It is.
All right.
I'm a survivor of child sexual abuse.
Mm.
And so I have experienced what it feels like to not have people be a voice for me.
Damn.
And I think about the preborn and I think I have to be their voice. I have to be their advocate, because if not me, then who?
About a week and a half before graduation.
Oh, it's this chick. Yes. I thought she looked familiar. Yeah, she talked about abortions at her graduation.
I decided that I wanted to speak on the Texas abortion ban instead.
Yeah, the thing is, I mean, she's obviously a very intelligent woman. Very intelligent. I mean, valedictorian. I mean, that's, top of her class, probably went to the best college and whatever. And yet this young woman still believes in this bullshit. It's amazing to me. How can you be this smart and this dumb at the same time? It's a conundrum, isn't it?
Under light of recent events, it feels wrong to talk about anything but what is currently affecting me and millions of other women in the state.
I wanted to show people the reality that when you take abortion off of the table, you're forcing people to have children.
No, you're not. No. You're fucking lying. The only people in this country who are forced to become parents are men, not women. Stop the fucking bullshit, girl. Now, as a resident of Texas, young sweetheart, here's what you can do. Instead of pissing and moaning about your goddamn abortions, elect people to the legislature and the governor who will do what you want them to do. That's democracy. That's the way you keep saying, you on the left, dear. We want democracy. Democracy's, if you don't elect us, we're going to, okay. Perfect form of democracy. Vote. Go to Texas. You live there, rally and go to the fucking things, hand out leaflets, do whatever you want to do to get the people elected that will do what you want them to do. That'd be called democracy. Now, suddenly we don't like that because here's the little fucking secret. Here's the little bitty secret in Texas. Most people in Texas don't agree with abortion. You don't have a majority. And so you can't win via democracy. So you don't like democracy, then do you, little girl? Of course not.
I agree that becoming a mother, maybe unexpectedly,
It's a choice, dear. Sweetheart. It's a fucking choice. You decide to have sex. You decide to have unprotected intercourse. I'm terribly fucking sorry. But that's the reason it exists, the sine qua non. It's not just for fun. It's making babies. Take precautions. Don't let him stick it in raw dog. Take your fucking pill one time a day, every day at the same fucking time. How hard is this? And again, I don't want to disparage The vast majority of women in this country, they do this. This is not a thing for them. And that's why this Democrat thing, oh, abortion, the women are going to come flooding to our... No. The vast majority of women in this country understand what safe sex means. They get it. They can take a pill. They can do the IUD. They can take a diaphragm, whatever the fuck it is, sponges, juice, whatever. They understand. And a lot of women are saying the same thing. Why the fuck can't you just take a pill? Why are you raw dogging it with the bass player at 2 o'clock in the morning at the bar? Why are you doing that? Maybe you should think about your life's choice. No, not for these young women.
I agree that is life-changing.
That could have a massive impact on their life.
Okay, so it could have a massive impact on your life, right? So then you have some decisions to make prior to getting knocked up, don't you? Don't you? See, this is not about any of what they're talking about. What this is about is I want unfettered, unrestricted fucking, and when it goes wrong, I shouldn't have to pay the price. There should be no consequences for me because I'm a whammon. And again, this is the severe minority. Tiny compared to the population of women in the United States that understand how to do what they need to do to not get knocked up. Tiny. Again, you're in the under 1 million. There are 165, 170 million women in this country who understand how to... What do you say anymore?
Impact on their ability to pursue their educations.
Then you should think about that before you go out and fuck dudes with no protection. Shouldn't you? Should think about your future, dear. Yeah, well, if I fuck this dude at 3 o'clock in the morning who's cute, I might get pregnant. So if I do that, let's see, I might, college might be fucked up. Might do. Yeah, maybe it's not such a good idea, but no. What you want is to be able to do the guy at 3 in the morning and still not have any consequences. This is not hard, dear. And you're so cute and you're so smart. What are you doing? Why are you doing this with your life? You could pretty much have any guy you want. You get married, you can have your children, whatever you want to, have your career. You have it all. Right now, just being an 18, 19, 20-year-old woman, but it's not enough. It's not enough. It's amazing, isn't it?
Or their career goals or their ambitions.
What the answer is to get her healing, to find her a support group, to give her the diapers, the clothes, the housing, the financial assistance she needs.
Or, dear, try to make women in this group, and again, not all women people, I'm not talking about all chicks, just these younger idiots. Try to make them understand, to think ahead and plan. Oh, it just sounds so good. I'm drunk and the bathroom is there. There's no one there. It's 3 o'clock. Why don't you sit down and say, hey, that sounds like a really good idea. Sounds like fun. Sounds like your toes are going to curl and he's cute and everything. Maybe it's not the best thing though, because things are, could happen. I mean, even if you get an abortion, it's going to fuck with you, right? It's going to make, it's going to be something wrong in your head. Maybe. I don't know that. I'm sure it has some effect. So why not prevent that from happening in the first place? Yeah? Maybe? No. Now, let's go and set up a bunch of shit after she's knocked up. Why not talk about it before she is? Am I wrong? Am I crazy?
Abortion is not the answer.
2022 midterm elections will be the first of the which federally guaranteed. Oh, God. All right.
I didn't think I would ever see the end of Roe.
You don't even know what the fuck Roe is. You don't even know, girlfriend. You just think abortion got whatever. It's not what it was. Roe was the federal government violating the Constitution of the United States. 10th Amendment. Powers not granted to the federal government via the Constitution are left to the states and to the people. Read the fucking amendment, dear. 14th Amendment has nothing in there about abortion. Now, if you and your freaking ilk want to put it in the Constitution, then fucking do it. Get an amendment. Put it in there. Let's get it voted on by 37 states in the country. We'll pass it, put it in the fucking Constitution. Now, why don't they do that? Because it is not widespread supported. That's why. And that's why they went to Roe in the Supreme Court. Because they couldn't get it through legislatively. So they did an end run around and they went to the courts. And oh my God, in a minute. Your candidate, well, will be in 2024, but the people running on the Democrat side, dear, right now, they're talking about nothing but democracy. See, if you don't elect Joe Biden and his Communist Party, democracy will come to an end. So you like democracy. It's a good thing, right? People voting, blah, 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 yay, 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 rah, rah, fucking rah, except on this particular thing. Now, why do you suppose that is, partial ginger girl? Because you do not have the support. The country is not 78% radical abortionists. It's probably about 10%. So you don't like people voting on it because you're not going to get your way. Have I made my point? Yes.
It's just hard to believe that we could be moving backwards.
We're not moving backwards. We're moving forward. We're progressing to democracy, which you claim you love.
We got a major win from Roe versus Wade, giving the power back to the states.
It's okay. You could portray it as a win, or you could portray it as, wait a minute, Roe broke the fucking law. And now we're back to the way it should be. So I suppose it's a win. We'll take that.
I'm voting for pro-choice politicians.
No shit. Really? Okay. Oh, good. Good. Vote them in Texas and they'll change the law. Great.
Because I know that they're going to be willing to pass legislation that ensures that I have a right to control what I do with my own body.
No, you do have the right to do what you want with your own body. Prior to when you fuck the guy at 4 a.m. in the bathroom. You don't have to do that, do you? No, you evil man. Trying to oppress the women. Aren't you?
And subsequently what I do with my own life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. After you're knocked up, right? So before that, everything, I don't have any control of that. No. Oh, dear.
It doesn't matter what your political stances or your religious or not religious beliefs are.
Abortion is a tool of the patriarchy. Okay.
This is a human rights issue.
I have to live my life in accordance with my views, my values, and my morals.
Okay, great. And you can do that. Nobody's stopping you from living your life according to your views and your morals and your beliefs. Not everyone agrees with your view of things, dear. Do you understand? Do you understand? Democracy. No? Everyone should agree with your little world. No. See, that's not the way it works. The majority of people vote for a certain thing or want this or want that. That's the way it works in democracy. That's why somebody said at some point in the past, democracy is terrible. Mob rule. Yeah. That's okay, though, when you get your way. Then it's fine. Okay, I got it.
And not yours.
Well, I don't really give a flying fuck what you do with your life. It's up to you. Live your life. Be happy. Okay. Are we good? No? Yeah. Oh, there you go, guys. And here's the Built protein bar. Let's look at this one here.
Built bar.
Built bar.
Built bar.
Built bars are the best.
The macros are bomb.
17 grams of protein, 130 calories.
They all just taste
Fuck
like a candy
me.
bar to me.
It's identical to a candy bar.
This is amazing.
My favorites so far are the caramel brownie,
Peanut butter brownie.
Which is the coconut brownie chunk.
It's luscious. It's healthy.
It's luscious. Oh my God, it's healthy. Yeah. I mean, am I wrong, guys? Maybe I'm just out on the fringe. Maybe I'm just a weirdo loser. Women have full control of their bodies. I mean, except in the case of rape or something like that, they're willingly going in and doing the guy at 5 a.m. at the bar. What do you think it's? John Smith. Some man fucks you at a party if you want to keep the child. Then for 18 years he pays. Whereas if you want to abort the child, tough luck. Yeah, men have really no say in this whole fucking thing, right? But you do have a say. Don't fuck these chicks. Insist on a condom if you're going to do them. I don't know, man. I'd be afraid at this point. Black Sabbath, when you follow fools. Very good. Thank you, SE. Good to see you as well. Samantha is here. Hello. What does Samantha have to say? Don't explain it like they repeat. It's just a clump of cells that we can make comparison. Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, but the bottom line of all this is they always say, "Oh, I want control of my own." You have control of your own body. You already do. So control it then. If you don't want a child or you don't want to get pregnant, you know what to do to try and prevent that. You know what to fucking do. Then do it. Stop this bullshit. Oh my God, it's I mean, if they want to teach like sex ed or whatever in school, why don't do this? Here's the pill, here's the condom. If you don't do this, you could get knocked up and a baby will be produced. Talk about that instead of drag shows. But they already do. It's not about the lack of information. It's they fucking don't care. I want to do what I want. I'm going to get out of that. You go, girlfriend. You're a queen. Of course not, SCE. Of course not. And neither does the man. It's fucking crazy shit. But I mean, this is just it's not a winning platform. And the Democrats are finding out exactly how non-winning it is. It's amazing to me. This is what they hitched their wagon on. You remember Mark Udall? I'm not going to go all political on you here. Mark Udall, his entire campaign in Colorado, like 10 years ago, was women's rights, uterus, abortion, blah, 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 blah. The fucking guy lost. You even had the Denver Post, which is not exactly conservative, saying, dude, you got to talk about other shit like the jobs and inflation. All he talked about was abortion. And he lost. You think the Democrats would learn a fucking lesson? No. We just have compliant, brain-dead NPCs out here who are going to vote for us as abortion. I don't think so. I think you're wrong, President Biden. I think you guys are fucked. Speaking of being fucked on election night, Terrence Pop, Redonkulous.com, and Blake and me and some other guys going to get together. We're going to talk about the election Tuesday. Terrence Pop's channel. Fuck is his channel? It's Redonkulous something or other. Anyway, we're going to talk about the election, the returns, and see what the hell happens. So join us, I think Tuesday, 8 o'clock Eastern, U.S. time here in America. You guys have a great day. We'll probably talk again later. Thank you for coming by, and have a wonderful Sunday. See you later.